Greetings, friends. I hope you're enjoying this cozy winter thus far. I would like to share a paper with you that I wrote back in October of 2014 while I was enrolled in American Literature 436. My professor was a journalism major with a PhD and quite the stickler. I hope that you like this, especially if you are a lover of poetry and of Robert Frost's writings. Whether we're destroyed once or twice, fire and ice will unequivocally suffice. I sense a lot of irony reading this poem with another Nebraskan winter forthcoming. In fact, I'm so cold right now that I'm going to buy a hot, dirty chai before I lose all feeling in my upper and lower extremities. I really should have included fire and ice within my scholarly article review outlining tidbits of how London's To Build a Fire corresponds with Dante's Inferno, if I have to write it twice. I'm sure Hillier would agree with my sentiment, especially if he's ever been to the Heartland this time of year. Some say the world will end in fire. I too believe the fate of this world is bequeathed by fire. However, I do not believe this because I've experienced the type of passion and desire Frost alludes to. On the contrary, I simply believe in Bible prophecy and therefore anticipate the world is to be purified by fire and brimstone. Heat is the transfer of energy between bodies, but I imagine Frost alluding to more than just heat particles colliding with intense kinetic movement, as he states, "From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire." Is it this desire, this passion he faintly spoke of that drew him to acquire fame as literary arbiter or simply make love to his wife? Frost was desirous by nature. We may never know what he longed for most, but his audiences will forever remain enraptured by the passion he was able to capture with his pen. Frost had also had a taste of hate. I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great. I personally believe he is speaking from an agnostic point of view here, but I empathize with him. Frost experienced so many incidents of insanity and premature death within the family that was derived from his loins that he probably believed the very God who created the wondrous nature his writings explicated cared nothing about his pain. After Mrs. Frost died in the fashion she did, any remaining passion within Frost became numb. Perhaps it was this numbness that allowed him to suppress his agony. How else would a man losing his hold on love illustrate the only way in which a second encounter with death would be as excruciating as the first? Ice alone would have to suffice. Within this poem, depictions of romanticism arise. There is a sense of fantastic element as we earthlings are yet to experience the destruction of the world. Cold is measured by the degree in which heat is absent. For those who feel our personal world has been shattered, we sympathize with Frost's vision of experiencing the second death. As it were, our deepest desires, like Frost, have already been extinguished by remote forces. The majority of this world seems to share in Frost's common vision, which explains the realism in that so many are operated by a cold, cold heart. Thanks for listening. Please share some comments and have a great day.